Hey loves, thanks for tuning in to CYBTV. This is Cherish, and I don't know, probably from, getting at them kids, my voice. But anyways, you guys, this is part 2 of the message that I gave about God wanting you to give a person a second chance, because not only is this person a child of God as well, and they are purposed for great things in this life, they're chosen too, okay? They're chosen just like you are. And God wants them to get it together, get on the right path, make it to the promised land. The rocket is there, ready to launch. And God is speaking to you because you have been hearkening to the Lord's voice consistently, willingly. You haven't, run away from the hard missions and challenges that God has placed in your life in order to fulfill the will that God has over your life. So here we are. Part 2, God has spoken to me about this. I just looked at that video, and I did that video back like almost 4 weeks ago. So a lot has happened in the last 4 weeks. And I would just say this. Now that you've given this person another chance, doesn't matter how many times you've forgiven them. If you have decided to move forward and hearken to the Lord's voice about Him wanting you to move forward with this person, or could be 2, then you have forgiven them. Okay, you're not thinking about how many times you're giving them the chance. Okay, it's just you forgive them. We all fall short of the glory of God, and if you have hearkened to the Lord's voice, this is your decision. And God wants me to tell you to trust Him. I said that in the first part, but this second part, God wants me to stress that you need to trust Him, because if you've made that decision, then that means that you believe that God's ways, His thoughts, His wisdom, knowledge, everything is way better than yours, way far better than whatever you can imagine. Okay, and you know that God's ultimate end goal and promises will come to pass when it comes down to you allowing this person to come back into your life, okay? Because they are also chosen. So 2 is better than 1, right? You guys on the same team now are going to be able to move mountains. You guys are going to be able to rise to the top together, have that iron sharpen iron effect where you guys are just making each other better. And just like they know that they need you in their life, you know that they also are meant to be in your life. You know that they have added to your life in different ways besides the hurt, the pain, the things that they may have caused you to feel. Overall, now that you've made this decision to give them another chance, like, okay, God got me. I'm not tripping about it, because I know at the end, the Lord is going to have my back and not pretty much have me accept this will and it doesn't work out for my good. Okay, so if you have decided not to give that person a chance or really go on that path, God is still saying that's your decision. You still will have something waiting for you once you launch on the other side, whether you launch alone or whatnot. That's your decision. God, here's the thing. God does not punish us for using our free will when it comes down to us already choosing to step into our calling, step into our purpose, step into His will, okay? Once we make that decision to step into His will, we've already accepted the call over our lives. We've already accepted the mission, okay? But God will always give us a way to escape. When we feel like things are getting a little bit like, wait, hold up, Lord, for real? Like, this is a little much. I don't know if I want to deal with this. God will always give us a way to escape, because God does not purposely want to inflict pain upon us. He knows at the end of the day that He gave us free will. So it's up to us to choose Him and His ways, okay? So He's not going to penalize us for that. So once you make that decision, if you didn't want to give this person another chance, God is still wanting me to let you know that he still got you. Okay. You still can expect good things coming into your life because you've already planted the seeds. You've already done the work. You've already was a willing vessel. Okay. We can't control people and what they're going to do to us. That's why I made that disclaimer in the first part. Okay. People have their own free will. So if you feel like you got to tap out at some point because it just became a little bit much, then, go with that decision. If for whatever reason, you still have to trust God, whether you decided to give this person or people another chance and whether you decided not to. God is still telling me to trust him. Trust him for the promises that he's made in your life. Because what happens is life is an ebb and flow of things. We have to go through the ups to appreciate the downs. We have to go through some downs to appreciate the ups. And when we're going through life and God's plans, however he has it orchestrated, he already has it all written out for us. We have to decide how we're going to pretty much handle what comes our way or react to what comes our way. And sometimes how we react is natural to protect ourselves, right? But because we decided to take those steps initially, God is saying, well done, good and faithful servant. You were up for the challenge. But at the time, sometimes we just don't feel like we're equipped. I know I've been in situations where God has showed me like, okay, this is what I have for you, this and that. And I would step into that. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, wait, hold up, Lord. I don't know. Can we run that back a little later when I feel more equipped? And God is so gracious, like I was saying in the part one, and merciful, you guys, that no matter how many times we fall, as long as we keep getting back up, God is willing and just to fulfill those promises because he's already written it down. He's already destined us for that, those promises, destined us for the greatness, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that because sometimes we can't get hard on ourselves and be like, dang, man, I wish things could have went like this and I wish it could have went like that, but now I feel like it's all messed up. But that's when God's grace is sufficient. It's sufficient for each day. Every day we get new grace. Okay, so we don't have to look at the fact that things didn't go perfectly or the way that we wanted. We just have to look at the fact that God is saying, look, I know it was a lot. I know it's, a little bit much, but trust me. If we trust God with all of our heart and all of our might, then I believe at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we're going to be like, okay, Lord, I see what you did. I see why.